Hey guys, it's Shadow. Today we're going to be going through a Burgundian Fast-Imperial build order, primarily for Arena. But why Burgundians? Two reasons. Reason number one, they are able to get the eco upgrades an age earlier. Often on a Fast-Imperial build order, a number of eco upgrades are skipped. But you are able to get the first wood, gold, and farming upgrade on this build order, making your economy stronger throughout the game and being a little more flexible if circumstances change. Like if your opponent is going for heavy castle-edge aggression. The second reason is their bonus damage dealing gunpowder units. This makes small numbers of counters less scary than they would be otherwise, and even larger number ones are slightly easier to deal with than normal. Please note that this build is definitely a little easier with 4 gear than with 3, but certainly not impossible. Making an extra villager in Castle Age can make this a little bit less tricky though. Let's begin. Build 2 houses, then send your first 7 villagers to sheep. You'll want to push deer as soon as possible in order to get the faster food gathering rate from hunting. The next 4 villagers go to wood. At 12 population, you should be able to get double bit axe. The 13th villager builds 2 houses, then goes to berries. Meanwhile, use a villager from underneath the TC to lure your first 4. The next 3 villas go to berries. Wood may be a little bit tight, but you should be able to get a mill down before the first villager has collected 10 food. Lure the second ball with a vill underneath the TC when the first one has just underneath 200 food remaining. At 19 population, you should be able to get horse color. Villager 20 builds a farm. The next 2 villagers go to a new wood line. The 23rd villager builds a house, then goes to wood, and the villager after also goes to wood. Build 2 more farms of villagers underneath the TC when floating 60 wood. The last 4 villagers go to gold. Meanwhile, seed farms every 60 wood you are floating, with villagers underneath the TC until you have 8 farms in total. Click up to the feudal age of 28 population, get the gold mining upgrade on the way up, and queue 2 villagers. Once you are in feudal age, build a market and blacksmith with 3 wood villagers, and the 2 villagers you create go to gold. 2 villagers should build the market and 1 should build the blacksmith. At 30 population, click up to the castle age, build 1 house with a wood villager on the way up, and queue 2 more villagers. Once the sheep villagers run out of food to collect, build 3 additional farms with them. Once you are up to castle age, build a university and a siege workshop with 3 wood villagers. The 2 villagers you create go to gold. Sell your 200 stone and sell 100 wood to buy 100 food if necessary. Then click up to the imperial age at 32 population. The build order is slightly less tight by building 3 villagers at this stage instead of 2, so if you're struggling with it, I recommend building that 3rd villager. Build 2 farms of berry villagers and send the other 2 to wood. On the way up to the Imperial Age, build a barracks and 2 houses with a wood villager. The perfect uptime for this build is 1940, but it is likely to have a little idle time when trying to click up to the Imperial Age. Upon reaching the Imperial Age, research chemistry immediately. Use 3 villages to build archery ranges. It is likely that a couple of farms are expiring or close to expiring. Use these villages to build them. One of these villages will continually build houses after this. 2 villages go to gold. Your economy balance at this point should look close to 11 to 12 on wood, 12 on food, and 10 on gold. As soon as chemistry is researched, prioritize getting 2 bombard cannons out and constantly produce hand cannoneers. Move out as soon as you have at least 1 bombard cannon and 6 hand cannoneers. If food is floating, get +1 defense for ranged units, and as soon as wood is floating, add a forward siege workshop and possibly some rangers, assuming they are not already dead. Even with a slightly better economy than a standard fast Imperial build order, your opponent's is likely to be far better than your own, so keeping up the pressure is extremely important. Here is some footage from a game against a similarly rated player as myself. The extra 4 attack on the hand cannoneers for the Burgundians means that a cavalry with full defense upgrades with bloodlines dies in 3 less hits than when using generic hand cannoneers, and 2 less hits when the opponent is lacking 1 or more defense upgrades. They almost managed to push me back. I think had this game gone on much longer, a forward monastery would have been necessary. Luckily my economy would have been fine with this addition. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the rest of my videos. Thanks for watching.